Well, on this episode of Garage Time, oil goes into your turbo and it's got to come out somehow. So I got this 5/8 inch heater hose that I need to figure out how to get it down to the oil pan. So stay tuned. Alright, like I say, I am using a 5/8 inch heater hose for my drain for now. It's running pretty close to my exhaust pipe here, so I may have to throw some braided hose over it. Better yet, I might just go ahead and upgrade to, 5/8 inch would be a -10 braided hose. And run that. It's only this is about 3 feet, but I think I only need about 2 feet to make this work. Yeah, I'm going to have a bit of extra hose here. I'm not sure how to do this here. I think right here is going to be the best spot for the drain. As the oil pan kind of comes around, there's like one surface that's at about 45 degrees. And that 45 degree surface is kind of sort of pointing toward the turbo. So that will give me the least amount of kink in my line. Don't want kink. And I still have pretty good access to it, but oh my gosh, how am I going to drill this thing? Oh, God. Oh man. The front cross member is right in my way for that drill. Actually, I guess it's the second cross member back, but it's right in my way of the drill. If I go a little farther back, I've got pretty good access to it, to the oil pan. The surface of the oil pan is parallel to the side of the truck, so I'll have to run a big old S bend to get to my turbo, and it's gonna have to go around the fuel pump. That's gonna be a big bend. I guess I can make it the line out of maybe 5/8 inch aluminum tubing or something. Run that. I'll throw some AN fittings in there. Oh, what a pain. What to do, what to do. Oh man, well, I can't believe it, but I am actually gonna pull the pan on this diesel so I can drill my oil return line in the right spot. Let's use some bunch of 10mm bolts. So oil's been drained, so let's get this thing off. This might give me a chance to go ahead and put in one of those main stud kits. There's people out there selling a kit that will tie the 3 center main caps together using ARP main studs and like 1/8 inch flat steel that's been hopefully precision drilled. And the idea is that it minimizes your crank main walk and hopefully prevents cracking of your block. So if I gotta pull this pan, this might be a good time to go ahead and install that kit. Alright guys, well I got the oil pan off. I just wanted to show you this stuff. This engine has been rebuilt before. It's got 100,000 miles on the truck. But like I said, I picked this thing here up at a police auction, so I'm not sure what was really with it, but I'm pretty happy right now. Mainly because of this cap, and this cap. I'll have to look this up on the internet. DMC. Try to find out who that belongs to, but that is not what do you call it? The General Motors. That's not the original power plant here. See, these caps here are splayed. The original main caps on 2, 3, and 4 are straight center and straight outside. So someone bought these nice aftermarket caps and drilled and tapped to put these external bolters out into the thicker part of this main block here. That gives you a lot more rigidity with your engine. So I am stoked. This engine should be able to handle my turbo no problem. So I'm not going to be throwing a main stud kit at this one after all. I'm going to leave it as is and just modify the pan for the oil return. Alright, well, I just about have this pan cleaned up pretty well. There's a lot of oil on it for a new engine. I'm still thinking maybe the valve cover gaskets are leaking. This one, this one didn't have a gasket in here. All it had was a rear seal, and they just used some kind of household silicone for the whole thing. So I'm not really sure what is going on between the nice machine work on the engine block to the gray, nasty window silicone stuff that they put in there. Not sure what to think about it right now. But this is my mark on the front of the oil pan. There's a little flat triangular area right here that kind of points in the right direction. So I'm going to punch a hole right here and use this for my drain. I am, however, going to reinforce this with some 1/8 inch plate steel, so I'll have a solid surface to tap and to mount my drain bung to. I just don't want to tap the sheet metal here. It's going to be flimsy. Another option you could do is if you don't want to weld on that piece of plate metal, you can always drill a hole and use a bulkhead fitting to run through there and then bolt it down from the outside. That's not a bad option either. That works just fine. So if you want to do it that way, feel free to. I just already bought the brass fitting with the 1/2 inch NPT thread, so I'm just going to do it this way. So whatever works. Alright, you know me. Love that WD. Alright, so I'm just checking my my hole. Everybody needs to check their hole every once in a while. And this looks like it's going to work. Let's pull this hose off. I just want to see how much thread engagement I get. If you tap these things too much, then your pipe will never seal right. And I still got a lot of threads left there to go. So I'm going to pull this back out. I'm going to tap it a little bit more because I want to see this brass stick out on the inside a little bit. Alright, so you can see I've got a few threads showing through the back side there with a little Teflon tape that'll make a great seal. I just need to chop it down to the size of that triangular section of my oil pan and weld this thing in.
Hot, hot, hot. There we go. All right, there it is, still smoking. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but all welded up. I have to do a little finishing on the inside. You can see all the paint that kind of got scalded. But yeah, very nice welds all the way around. Those should seal well. I'm just going to double check the threads with my tap, and then I'll be taking this thing off to the car wash so I can hose it off, soap it up, wash it off, rinse it off, get some new gaskets and reinstall. Alright, well, I got my package in from rockauto.com, so these should be my gaskets. There you go. There it is. That's an interesting looking gasket. Looks like I gotta cut it out myself. I got a couple of valve cover gaskets too, just in case. I hope there's two in there. But that's for later. Gotta get the oil pan on right now. So the pan's all lubed up and gasket siliconed on. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this thing up there. The rear seal, the rear oil pan seal is not the one that came with a kit. The one that came with the kit was a little bit short, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. This might be an aftermarket block. I know there's some was it Pentastar or TriStar blocks out there that they put in boats. Not really sure what's going on with that, but the oil pan seal on mine did not fit, so I'm reusing the old rubber seal. Should be okay though.
Alright, well, yeah, we're having some problems here getting this thing in place. And I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. And when I pulled this pan off, it didn't have a gasket across the sides or the front, only the rear gasket. The new gasket set didn't quite fit right. You know, the back gasket was wrong, but it seemed to fit around the edges. But the oil pan won't bolt up. It needs to go forward just a fraction of an inch. And I'm thinking, if I pull this cork gasket back off, this oil pan will drop right in place. So let's do that. I was not expecting that. So we're gonna go gasket free here. Oh, I am so messy now. So I'm gonna lay on a pretty good bead of silicone this time.
This silicone is going to be my gasket. I wish I could see the block numbers, so I'm going to figure out exactly what engine I have on this thing. The gasket set I got is supposed to fit 6.2 and 6.5s. Like I say, this might be a marine engine. If you are an expert, please chime in, let me know. What a mess. Best intentions. And it's a mess. Oh gosh.
The oil pan is back inside, all buttoned up. I hope I don't have any leaks. You saw I added a bit more of that black RTV all the way around it. So we'll see how it does. So now, I'm just gonna put a little bit of RTV on my brass fitting, and we'll screw that in. So kind of a short episode today, but stay tuned. I'll have another one for you real quick. Thanks for watching.